Everybody's having a great Sunday. Welcome to the stream if you're watching. Today, we're just going to be talking about some random news that's going on. And the highlight is, it's been 2 years now that Cam'ron and Mase went back at it with each other. Mase came out of retirement basically after doing the Bad Boy tour. And he did the Oracle thing in response to Cam'ron's last album. Now, Grand Boston was good, man. And then Mase kept promising music. He kept promising music. And let's get some people in the room as well. But he kept promising music and didn't deliver. He never delivered. Wu Zing, what's good? There's not a lot of, and Big Daddy 5, bro, what's good? Everybody coming in the room, I appreciate it. Yeah, so Mase really didn't deliver. He never came through after the Oracle, which makes me believe that Mase wasn't expecting any response from Cam'ron. And Mase is actually scared to put new music out. I don't think he's, I think he's scared of being judged on his new music. The Oracle was good lyrically, but can Mase make music? There's good rappers and there's people that can make music. Now, Cam'ron's pretty much stayed somewhat consistent for a long time, so even if he always drops something every year. Every year he's dropping something. He has Purple Haze 2 coming out now. Now, Nelius Mattress, what's good? And who's going to be the MVP? Nick Molovic, he's taking Mase's side and says, I'm bugging, but hey, man, show me that Mase didn't retire, okay? Blake, what's good? DJ Shambo, he says Mase is going back to preaching. Oh, absolutely. Mase isn't broke. Mase has money. He doesn't have to rap, so that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying Mase is broke or anything. He doesn't need to rap. It's not a necessity. Tony, Jerry Ross, Marlo Sandfield, Jay Steele, what's good? Someone said something about a hoodie. He said, how is a t-shirt cheaper than a hoodie? Well, of course it's cheaper than a hoodie. It's a t-shirt. A hoodie is going to be more expensive because it costs more money to make. They should both retire, someone said. Well, let's get into a history and then I'll go back into the chat. So what we got here is, these guys have had issues ever since Cam'ron Horse and Carriage video back in 1998. He used a fake Mase in the Horse and Carriage video, and Mase had a problem with that because Mase was charging him $40,000 to appear in Cam'ron's video. These are two guys that were brothers from Harlem, but it came down to business. And, Cam'ron sees that now, but at the time, Mase was huge in the late 90s. We've gone through this before. And Cam'ron was just coming on the scene right after Mase. And basically, he wanted 40 grand to be in the video. And Cam'ron just said, nah, we'll just have a fake Mase in the video. 1999, 1 year later, Mase just retired from rap to become a pastor. And in the meantime, Cam'ron was in a bad situation with Rivera and them, and it took him a few years to move over to Rockefeller. Once he moved to Rockefeller, a rebrand happened, and he came out with Oh Boy. He blew up. I think it was Come Home With Me, that album. July 2004, Mase, Cam'ron, and Jim Jones argue live on the radio. They talk about how Mase got ran out of Harlem and, all this other stuff. And, they kept calling him Betha and all this, and he's a fraud and all this stuff. And then 2004, that same year, December, Cam and Juelz, they diss Mase on Purple Haze. They say everybody welcome this, welcome that. He wasn't welcome in the first place. How we welcome him back? Because I think that was around the time Mase had Welcome Back, right? Okay, so then Cam'ron said he'll never speak to Mase again in 2006. They tried to meet up and fix things up. Mase around that time, he was getting down with G-Unit. Remember when 50 Cent said Mase isn't worth $2 million with $2 million in his pocket? He said that to Puff to try to get him released over to G-Unit, and that deal completely fell through. Then it was just quiet for a long time. Cam'ron would take little shots here and there, But Cam'ron went on to discuss why he thinks Mase became a pastor. So you see what Mase did. Mase went real wild. They can't beef with me. They can't ask me for nothing. I'm going to throw on Rev Run collar and get the F out of here. And then Cam'ron awoke Mase after the Bad Boy. There was a Bad Boy reunion tour right before this. Cam'ron came out with the program. He had a song called It's Killer. And on there, he said, got this dude home and he passed me $100. Told him I'm not feeling him. Let me curve him before I end up taking his life. Then he said the real reason why Mase left New York is because somebody was after him. It was, he said, I watched him play Pop Lottie against Baby Maine. At the time I'm moving, it was Wayton, Maryland, and they both died, and this dude turned into a reverend. Okay, so there was some, I forget the complete story because I tend to forget these things. Back in 2017, I knew it like the back of my hand because it was a hot topic. But basically, Mase was messing with somebody's baby mother and something with Pop Lottie, and I think it was Baby Maine's baby mother, and something happened with, I don't know. There was some beef. Mase got himself in some street issue, obviously, and he left. So, they went back and forth on Oracle and Dinner Time. A lot of things came out. They claimed they were still cool, but they weren't. And ever since then, he says, we're not cool. I shook his hand because I won. This is what Mase said in response. He did win that battle. I mean, the Oracle was more fire, okay? But in the end of the day, Mase didn't follow through. If Mase had... Once you get a little win like that, you got to kind of keep the foot on someone's neck. Now, Cam'ron responded. That's all he had to do in that situation. Mase had to follow through with another thing or stay in the music business. Mase completely left once again, kept telling people he's coming out with new music and this and that. And he just never followed through. He would pop in and out of New York discreetly. And he never dropped any new music. I think he dropped one more record that was trash after that. He said it was featuring DJ Khaled. Khaled wasn't really on it. It was very spooky, man. I'm going to tell you that. It was a spooky situation. Someone said, stop creating drama in the community. Are you crazy, man? Who can create drama? This already exists. Let's see. Let's get him out. Peace out, bro. I hate people that say stupid things like that. Like, I can't make two people beef with each other. They do it, okay? This is the truth, man. Sorry. Okay, let's get into the chat room, then we'll get into more of this topic. Jermaine Jones, Mase is that dude, though. Of course, I was a Mase fan, too. But he did retire. He kept promising music. And I was kind of excited after Oracle. I was like, oh, cool. More Mase music. Seems like he's, hungry again. But he didn't. Mase is better than Cam lyrically. I might give you that. But Cam'ron's better with his swagger on the music side. And the way his talk game is a little better. Cam'ron's more the full package of a rapper to me. Mase is just... He had the swagger and everything in the lyrics, but his talk game wasn't as good as Cam'ron's. Cam'ron's really good at poppin'-ish, They're good, Cam'ron was always good at that. Mase will never be trash. You're right. Mase, I'm not saying he's trash. I'm just saying he did retire. P. Diddy wouldn't release him, Blake said. Yeah, he not for unless he had 2 million. Later he released him. Though, and then, but still nobody was really interested in signing Mase. It's risky. Dallas Love said, what's good, JT? St. Deco, allegedly, JT. Someone said, Shea Wood, Marlo Stanfield, Officer Hernandez, Tristan Haith, what's good? Jay Steele, Nelius Mattress, what's good? I see everybody in the chat room. Mase vs. Cam got a... I'm looking forward to... I heard some snippets on Cam'ron's IG for Purple Haze 2. I'm kind of excited about that, too. That's going to be interesting. Maine showed Mase how to rap also. Oh, okay. And then Mase showed Jim Jones how to rap. Mase started the Pretty Boy Gangsta style. Yes. Offset versus 21 Savage. It's not a real beef between Offset and 21 Savage. It's more of a joke, but sometimes jokes turn into real things, as we've seen with Jim Jones and 50 Cent. They're both in their 50s, JT. No, they're not. They're both in their 40s. Mase had just brought out a diss song where he destroyed Cam'ron. That was in 2017, and then there was no follow-up. Have you watched Power, JT? Of course. I've watched Power. I don't think there's one this week. I think the next one is next week. He wasn't welcome in the first place. How we welcome him back. That was funny. Support the real. Sibo, Mitchie Slick. Okay. Big Worm, what's good? Purple Haze better be proper. The first one was a classic. Yeah, Purple Haze 2 better be fire. I hope that he followed in Jim Jones' footsteps with getting Heatmakers involved a little more, because they got them classic Dipset feel. You know, you gotta go back. Joel's is better than them all. He is, but Joel's unfortunately gets distracted with, you know, a lot of things, and one being drugs. You know, that was the most disappointing thing I experienced. You know, him really falling victim to scissor, you know, codeine. And, you know, he just fell completely off. I mean, Cam'ron even spoke about that in the Miss Info interview. You know, he fell completely off around 2008, 2009. You know, I guess it was leading up to that, 2006, 7, 8. It really just, he was full on into it. And he was trying to, like, put on Skull Gang, which wasn't super solid group. And I always told him, I said, you should focus on yourself and then do Skull Gang, you know, then help them. Those are your friends. But you got to help yourself first. You got to put the mask, they always tell you in the plane, put the mask on your mouth first before you help anybody else. Because if you can't breathe, you can't help anybody else. OJ the Juice Man's good, man. I haven't spoken to him in a while, but I do have an OJ the Juice Man video that I never released. Classic one, too. Classic. Let's say Heatmakers is the sound of Dipset. You're right, and they should really be executive producing all their albums, because, you know, they're forever musicians, you know, and you kind of need to be produced by somebody that understands the sound, you know. Jermaine Jones was good. Blake Wareham. Carter 72 Colors. Big Daddy 5 Fro, what's good? Mase is better than all the Dipset hands down. Can you imagine him being Dipset? OJ looking sick or slick? What's up, Jordan? What's up, Corey Lee Boxing? D Jackson, Ali A Parker, Lido DeMac. What's good? Loud and clear, faithful. You're put it out. I might put it out. You know, I gotta edit it. You know, so I should probably just edit all the stuff I have and just put it all out before the year's over and close that chapter. Put it out with one of my guys. I'll have to get it sponsored, though, probably by something, just to make it worth my time. What's good, JT? You is my biggest... I'm your biggest fan. Keep what you're doing. Okay, Shank Valentine, what's good? Vinny Brook. Everybody smash that like button if you're in the room, too, before we get to the next piece of news. Everybody smash that like button on 3. 1, 2, 3. Smash that like button for me. Why Mase retired? Mase retired because he doesn't want to go toe-to-toe with Cam'ron. That's a problem that's not going to disappear. And I don't think he feels like he can really go on. What's that? Might be posting fake news saying 21 Savage gave Post Malone a Rolex. It looks like he gave it to him. 21 Savage is a blood. Everybody's a blood. You could be a blood if you want. It seems like they accept everybody into the blood gang. I'm gonna be honest with you. GG, what's good? Mike Daddy. Everybody smash that like button. If you want to buy a hoodie, it's down below. Okay, so now we're gonna get to Offset and 21 Savage. Okay, so Offset and 21 Savage. Offset put up a picture with a slick little caption. Everybody commented on it. It's a joke, but people were saying they're beefing. They're not really beefing. These guys are best friends. But he put up a caption saying, "I'm sexy, but you can't taste me." And I was like, geez, that's, everybody thought that was a little weird. So Offset got in the comments with everybody, A$AP Ferg and a bunch of other people, and teased him, as friends would do, right? And he said, and the corniest caption of the year award goes to, and Cardi B laughed, and A$AP Ferg says, "Was about to like the pic until I read the comments." So, I think it's funny how these rappers put up these photos, and they're so stressed to have a nice comment. Oh, Vinny Brook, thank you for buying a hoodie. I appreciate that. Yeah, that comment is 100% pause. You know what I always say? People up north have a little more reserve, and like they're a little cooler with everything. Down south, they make a little bit better music, but they're a little bit cornier with everything. And the West got more swag and more pause on putting out certain things. It's like the New York and the West have the most the cool factor, but down south and the Midwest, they make the better sounding music. I mean, that's what I say. Just not talking lyrics. I'm talking about music. Music is beat with the lyrics and the whole vibe of it, But I don't know. Do I look like I was left off bad and bougie? That's funny, Zach Anderson. What's good? Loud and clear. Let's see. Hollow Man. I appreciate everybody for coming in the room. Arnold Mahaffey. Mase did. I told you, Oracle was better than Dinner Time. But still, it looks like when you don't come back, just like Drake lost with Pusha T. If you don't come back, you lost. Let's see. Cam is better than Mase. All around, he's better than Mase, but Mase is better. Keep up the good work, bro. I do boxing videos. Corey Lee Boxing, shout out to you. I appreciate the $2. Thank you so much. Let's see. Killer definitely kept the music coming. Always. He never stopped. Killer definitely ATL. Mace One. Okay. Well, I appreciate you guys for coming in. I don't know what else we're going to talk about, but let's see if Mase unretires before the year's over. He's been very quiet for the past 2 years, let's be honest. Hit them like buttons while you're in here, too. Make sure you smash that like button. Appreciate you all coming. Let's get into the chat room a little bit. What do you guys have anything to say? Anybody, before we end this, get in the chat. I'll shout you out. Royalty Baby, EDM Miami, Offset Loud and Clear, Hollow Man, C. Gotti, Anthony Gaylor. Purple Haze 2 drops soon. That's a fact. That's a fact. I'm excited for that. And make sure you smash the like button for that. Breathe, stretch, shake. Goes harder than... Nah, man. That shit was like, nah. Breathe, stretch, shake. Have you worked with Cam? Indirectly. A little bit. Like with DVD days, did some interviews. That's about it. Hey, Jordan. How's my buddy Jasper? Jasper's good, Miley Love. Hope everything's good with you. I haven't seen you in a while, Miley Love. Juju gave that punk safari. Yo, that was so funny. Did anyone catch Cam'ron's latest freestyle? He said, let's see, they said Mayweather versus 50 Cent still beefing. Shaking my head. I don't know. So in the latest freestyle, Cam'ron said, "You might catch me with a Barbie. Almost took my ex back until I saw her with Safari." Then he said, "That's what happens when you play in the circus. You do clown-ish. Can't take you back when you go to," something like that, but it was good. I might do another live today. I'm feeling like going live today more than doing separate videos. Go to Cam'ron's IG page, Super Fire Freestyle, where he's dissing Juju. Rochester, New York, 585. What's good? We got Susties of Dank Cave. Currency Plan of Attack album is fire. Okay. Well, who listened to Gucci Mane's new album? it doesn't seem like he has the same crowd around him. Mike Will made it. It doesn't seem like he has all those people around him that helped him when he first came out. Am I wrong? It just doesn't seem like he's in the vibe. Even if they produced a song or two, the vibe was different when he came out. He got into that zone of a Zaytoven zone and everything. I haven't seen a lot of that lately. You know, it's more like you're just dropping to drop, you know? I don't think anybody's listening to that new Gucci Mane album. I've seen a few people like it just because they like Gucci Mane. But with me, why don't you cover Duffel Bag Ransom anymore? Because he's not doing anything for me to cover. And plus, he dropped out of contact with me. If he was in contact with me, I'd definitely, do something. But I haven't spoken to him. Came out of jail. I spoke to him once, and that was it. That was back in 2011, I think, or 12. Yeah, Gucci Mane, I think he did his thing when he came home and got to the bag, and I think he should just do something else now. Gucci sound terrible. That's what they say. I already talked to Jermaine Jones. I talked about why I don't cover Ransom anymore. Ransom's not doing anything for me to cover. You got to do something. I like Ransom, though. Like, trust me. I think he's one of the best rappers that never made it, and he deserves a shot. What you should really be asking is, why isn't Orlando putting Ransom on? Because Orlando is someone that found 21 he found it's not 21 Savage, Kodak Black, Fetty Wap, and a bunch of other people. He had something to do with XXXTentacion. So that was his manager. Orlando could easily put Ransom on if you wanted to. I don't know if they fell out or something, but Orlando's very high on music exec wise right now. He could really help Ransom out. So that's who you should be asking about, not me. I can't help Ransom the way Orlando could, and Orlando was his manager. I like Orlando, but I always wondered why. I haven't spoken to him, so I don't know if something happened between them. Maybe something happened that he couldn't forgive. I don't know what happened. Gucci and Zaytoven are in the original trap music sound, of course. Free Rollo. I gotta find out what's going on with Rollo and AR App. That's what I gotta find out. Gucci said he has made 101 albums on ESPN. I mean, he's put out a lot of music. What do you think he got enough? Gucci Mane should release all his old mixtapes in 1 year. Just put them all out. Make sure they're all on streaming platforms. He would make a lot more money. Cam'ron voice sound like Biggie lately. Stop. Gucci still owe Big Cat. You think so? I don't think so. Gucci a slime ball. Gucci is not the best person. Miley Love. Get Jasper a treat from me from Miley Love. Miley Love, I appreciate that. Thank you so much for coming back in the room. I will. I'll get Jasper some, his favorite treats are those, the jerky treats. Well, I appreciate everybody from coming in. Make sure you smash a like button for me. I appreciate you guys so much. I hope you guys have a great Sunday. I'll come back with a little news. It's kind of light today, which is sometimes that's good. You can't have every day be a huge news day. Everybody's going into the holiday season. It's crazy out here. I appreciate you guys. I will check you guys in the next one. Tyson, Bryson, I see you. Bison. Miley Love, appreciate you. Make sure you guys hit me up on IG if you want to talk to me, Jordan Tower JTF. You can direct message me. I usually respond. Miley Love, appreciate you coming back in the room. Graham Boston, I see you. Appreciate everybody. We'll check you guys on the next one.